Transporter from dispatch. All passengers on board. You can ask for the clearance to take off.
All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. Kenny is here, and we are making our way back home to Colorado, and made it from California to Utah yesterday, and everything's set up, but something I had to reload. Let's see if get things going here. I've got most everything done though, so we can get going sooner than later. This taken care of here. Log this out. The Bushtalk Radio, in case we run across any points of interest, we'll get an audible. Already looked at Sky Vector. I've already checked out the METAR, the weathers for the weather report for the day. At least the conditions as they were just a little while ago. And let's see if it held our flight plan. It did not. Let's see if we can load that. Notice that you can load and save things now from here. Load from this PC. See if this does it for us. If not, it's a really simple flight plan. Just want to go south a little bit. Kick on our music here so we have something in the background so it's not so quiet.
Won't you come on out to my place tonight? Got some friends here and some records on.
Oh yeah.
There's a grill out back. We're right
That sounds good.
on track, and the feeling's coming on strong. This is an all-American night.
Okay, now we're still getting that darn thing. That Bushtalk Radio, when it expands, pops out and takes over the screen. All right, let's check our flight plan now. Did it load and save it? No. Okay, well, not a big deal. We're at U-52. We only have 2 waypoints. EYPUZ. And then HICMU. And then we're going to use 64. Do that in procedures. All right. If this looks right, then we need our approach. And that'll be, if the wind is the same when we get there, runway 16 landing. We'll go ahead and take the Anium. I've already looked at the charts. Go ahead and load that. Okay. Altimeter 3014. And hopefully we'll make it back to Colorado Springs today. Might be able to take us a little, you know, might run a little long, but all right, get our bearings here. Didn't have a chance to look outside the airport. Fast. Where? Come on, Flame. Are we bugged already? I don't know what it is with the simulator lately. We didn't even sit very long. I'll try it some more. It's not the brakes this time sticking on me. But why it does not want to move, I don't know. It bugs out and then it doesn't want to move. I haven't quite figured out why. Yeah, see? Brakes are off. Well, that's a real drag. Easily solved, though. We could just start the runway. It does suck, though. I mean, you know, messing around with the GPS and getting that stuff in there and then having to do this. That's typical, though. Murphy's Law, you know. I wonder what causes that, and I have no idea. Okay, so we're at U52. Going to U64. That's our first job I set us up for in NEOFLY today. Right. And let's take, we want, if the METAR, come on. Now these, what is going on? Now these don't want to work. Huh. What is up with this? Whatever. Let's see if it'll let us take off.
Hello, Captain. Nice to see you again.
Uh-huh. The way things are going, ma'am.
From dispatch to transporter. Let's take these passengers to their destination. Pilot from dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by.
Probably blew up my weights and everything else. Let's see. Yep. What the server was on.
Transporter. Boarding is complete. You can start your flight.
Yeah.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Okay. Good enough. I'll just now put in our, I'll just do it direct. We're going to EYPUZ. All right. Gonna let us take off now? How about it? Well, that's something. All right. Easy now. Not used to being so light.
Have a great flight. It's a beautiful time to fly.
Yeah, it is. Not a cloud in the sky at the moment. We're gonna not want to be any more than the final arrival is like 11:07. That should be our maximum height. So yeah, I didn't want to have to try to get to over 12,000 feet and try to hop that mountain, so we're going to head south. Just a little ways and skirt it so we can gain altitude. Alright, looking good. Turn the separator off. Turn the taxi lights off. Turn the landing lights off. Separator's closed. I'll leave that for the moment.
What you meant is finally clear in my mind. No, I'm not fine with wasting
8,000 feet already, almost 9.
my time. Hold your secrets tight as selfish to my eye. Show me what I'm worth and throw me another lie. Use me, confuse me. Maybe it's written all on my face. It's exactly what I needed. This kind of time and this kind of place. Do me, lose me on all your words that were never true. Make me rethink every conversation I ever had with you. Must be hard keeping all those lies straight. How many more you told me is open to debate?
All right.
One you won't win, the truth ain't your guide. There's no way for you and the truth will coincide. Use me, confuse me. Maybe it's written all on my face. It's exactly what I needed. This kind of time, this kind of place. Do me, lose me on all
4 miles to our waypoint, so let me just go ahead and set us up for Hickman now. Hikmun.
What did I do to make you feel you couldn't tell me anything real? So use me, confuse me. Maybe it's written all on my face. It's exactly what I needed. This kind of time, this kind of place. Do me, lose me on all your words that were never true. Make me rethink every conversation well, I ever had with you. What did I
Don't need that in the way. Don't need that in the way. There's our sky vector. I said I already checked out the approach. So we'll be coming in. Let me set that back up. Now that we're up in the air and on the way.
I don't know if I'll ever know why love
There it is. Still holding that.
I thought. I don't know
Great. All right, we are at our desired height. Oh, they want us to 13. All right, well, we're not done. Yeah, I put it in IFR. So air traffic control is going to want to get involved. Now we need to check. Three 014. Yes, 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 we're expediting. I'll take contact Salt Lake Center. 6 236. Steve, our invisible co-pilot, he's handling the radios as always. 3015. That was a nice song. Okay, we can put a vector. Yeah. Why does it say we have radar on even? Oh, that's not right. Did it terminate in here? Yeah. No. There we go. We're headed for this Escalante Petrified Forest, Anasazi State Park. Oh, neat. Set us up with another. Actually, let me go back and get Skyvector again. Try to find another waypoint after. Kidding me. Are you close? Right.
Didn't expect that. This is a feeling of being rejected, and I'm being objective as I can. This is my heart now, gotta protect it. Problem arises again, I'm gonna detect it, and I'm being perceptive as I can. No, I'm gonna take my time, no reason, no rhyme. You were the only thing I knew. Now I just gotta turn and walk away. If you and I ain't coming round, if you and I ain't coming round, this is a feeling, didn't expect that. This is a feeling of being neglected, and I'm being perceptive as I can. This is my heart now, gotta protect it. Problem arises again, I'm gonna deflect it, and I'm being objective as I can. Now I'm gonna take my time, no reason, no rhyme. You were the only thing I knew. Now I just gotta turn and walk away. If you and I ain't coming round, if you and I ain't coming round.
Utah is a very pretty place.
No, I'm gonna take my time, no reason, no rhyme. You were the only thing I knew. Now I just gotta turn and walk away. If you and I ain't coming round. No, I'm gonna take my time, no reason, no rhyme. You were the only thing I knew. Now I just gotta turn and walk away. If you and I ain't coming round. If you and I ain't coming round. If you and I ain't coming round. This is my heart now, gotta protect it. Problem arises again, I'm gonna detect it, and I'm being objective as I can.
Starting to really recognize a lot of these tunes. Starting to hear them over and over again. Getting to the point where I almost want to sing along. I don't know if I like this one though. I'll know in a minute. No, it's just the instrumental. So funny when you think about flight and you learn about it and, like, you know, what is required to fly. It's weird that it took us so long. That it eluded humans for so long. 3.4 miles. All right, next waypoint was IBSKI. People of Utah, you know, if you've only ever seen like what Salt Lake City is at, can be rather attractive. Certain places you're like, Utah is not that pretty. Whoa. And then I've driven through some areas of Utah. I thought I was in heaven. Like giant fields of flowers along the roadside. Just massive fields of flowers, and thought, man, I didn't even expect this. The different routes that I had traveled through Utah usually were kind of bleak. Going from California to Colorado. Just on one occasion, I'm like, I'm just going to go this way and take this road and take that road. And I was in no hurry to get anywhere. Just wanted to see things. And I'm glad I did, because it completely changed my mind about Utah. That's for certain. This is a new one for me. No, I've heard it. Yeah.
Petals of fresh bougainvillea.
All right, 60 miles. Don't know what I was worried about. Going back to that perpetual conversation I'm always having with myself about, or with you if you're tuned in, about just, I'm not opposed, I am opposed to illegal immigration. I am not opposed to immigration. I am opposed to just rampant illegal immigration because our founders were very clear that, you know, it can destabilize a lot of things, and which it's doing. It causes civil unrest and it can cause destabilization. And they said there needs to be periods where there's no immigration. You need to allow people to come in and then assimilate and, you know, get to where they need to be and let everything balance itself out. I mean, and it sounds like common sense, doesn't it? Okay, but I am opposed to people that say, hey, we're full up. We're full up. There's just no place to go. And in the places that currently exist, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But as you can see, as you know, since we've taken off, we haven't seen one lick of habitation. You know, and you can't just tell all the immigrants, well, go out there and build something, right? And it's probably a good idea in the future that before we invite more people in, you know, we create some new places, right? And that way you can say, hey, if you're coming, go here and go here and go here and go here, because all these are brand new places. We're getting all the, you know, you can't, we'd rather you not go to any of the major cities because, again, it'll put a strain and stress on things and yada, yada, yada. But if you're young and youthful and inclined, go help create new cities. And we've got, boy, do we have the land for it. If I was a young man again, I really wish I would have, it's one of those, I would do my life so differently. Yeah. I wish I would have known how to fly earlier on and see things, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to Utah. I'm going here. I'm going to go work in this field for a little while and work in this field for a little while. Wow, man, look at the way things have eroded or terraformed or electrically terraformed over time throughout here. Look at this channel. That's crazy, man. It's like something big came through here. Yeah, like glaciers, right? Like something came through and just made its way down through here. That's wild. It's that ridge that it created along there, this channel. It's so, again, it looks like worm sign. Something traveled through. I really wish we would get our stuff together as a country. I really do. It's just out of control, man. Everybody's struggling, and there's so much money. There's so much money, but it's just not being used for us. When we need every penny for us. It's really unfortunate. The people that, just the people in the upper echelon, and they're actually not upper echelon, but they've made themselves that way. They're just supposed to be our civil servants. But now we have a ruling class and an unelected bureaucracy, which is deep state, which a lot of Congress is given their power over. Congress has, they're saying now that Congress hasn't been lawful for like 20 years. Congress made a move to turn over a lot of their authority to deep state, and that they're running illegally. They're operating illegally. I remember an old Danny Kaye movie called The Inspector General. And when the Inspector General showed up, oh my God, everybody freaked out because Inspector General can arrest you for all the things that you do wrong while you're in government. And we not only do we have more than one Inspector General, we've got lots of them. But you just don't hear about them anymore. There is no fear in our elected officials, in our civil servants. There is no fear of any repercussion, and every one of them seems to be corrupt in some way, a criminal in some way, mobster, grifter, embezzler, you know. The whole thing needs good sanitizing. Nothing seems to work right. Department of Justice doesn't seem to work right. All the problems with FBI, you know, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And I truly now absolutely believe it. When you're a younger person and you hear a statement like that, you just don't have a whole lot of life experience. You're just like, oh, that sounds really cool, and it makes a lot of sense. But then you see it. You start getting experience, and you see how people that have been in for so long and what's happened. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And that seems to be where we're at with a lot of people. It just DC in general. You know, they've got all these people writing bills and rules and this and that, and they don't even seem to be people in our Congress. They seem to be more like people from the World Economic Forum, which we know now, he's admitted that they've infiltrated, you know, so many governments on the planet and put their people in. And they want us to slowly but surely turn over our sovereignty to them. That's just no bueno, Senor and Senorita. Awful dry up here. My bottom lip is split. It's a drag. But I don't know what we're going to need to do to get it all under control again, if it's even possible. I just don't know that we're smart enough, and I just don't think that the way that they run the system, they won't let us be smart enough. I mean, you and I are smart, but overall, the state of education in the country, people are more concerned with pronouns than they are with law, Constitution. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to vote. I know how I'm going to vote. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know what I'm looking for, and somebody that wants to go in there and just clean house. And it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. We should all want people that are going to go in there right now and clean house. It's a shame that, to me, it is an absolute shame that they've split us so badly. I mean, we're already in two parties anyway. But the idea that there aren't people on the other side, seemingly on the other side, that are all about reforming the government as well. It's like they're absolutely against it. I haven't heard any candidates really on the opposing side that are like, heck yeah, we're going to take it to the deep state. We're going to take it to the bureaucracy. We're going to regain our power as Congress, and we're going to start reforming everything. And we're going to stop spending. And we're going to work towards getting the economy back to where it was in at least the 70s and 80s. People are like, oh my God, the economy in the 70s, 80s was bad. Yeah, well, you know, at least in the 70s and 80s, it was, you fill up your tank for pretty much $5. So we've let things get out of control. So again, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on. All of us should be demanding reform and change and using our money to get our economy back to the way it used to be. So people are prosperous. You can fill up your tank, not $100 for $5 again. Remember when there used to be like 39-cent hamburger stands? Or when a Big Mac or a whole McDonald's meal, $3, $4, if that. Taco Bell, same thing. Now portions are just getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and prices are going up. And now with what's like California, talking about $17 Big Macs because of what they've done out in that state. Folks, please, no matter how you vote, please vote in people that want to get the country back on track. You know, not that we need to retreat from the world again, but it's like everything else. I mean, if we aren't successful, a lot of other people then won't be. But we need to honestly take care of ourselves. 3010 altimeter change. You know, we've just got to start saying no to a lot of things. No. Just for a while. Nothing lasts forever. I mean, nothing has to be forever. It's not all or nothing. But to just say, you know, we're not gonna provide this like foreign aid to every country in the world. Who sends us money? I love that question. What countries out there send us money? In that Ron Paul quote, you know, we're one of the only countries that takes money from the poor people. We're a rich country that takes money from the poor people and sends it to rich people in poor countries. Wow, we're making good time. 20 miles to our next waypoint, and then we can pretty much set up for our landing. So, you know, we don't have to lose our humanity. We just need to, you know, balance our house budget for a couple of years. And it won't take long. You know, the world will survive without our money for a couple of years. But, you know, no penny should be going anywhere outside the country for the most part for a while. I mean, think about just the debacle of what's going on in the Ukraine and how much money that we've spent to I believe that's the Colorado. All that back up there. Man, if you get stuck down in there, you're stuck down in there for a while. Miles. All right, let's set up for activating our approach. I wish I was a student of geology. I wish I knew something about it. Because when you fly over all these changes in the ground, the colors, the different colors, and you know it's all minerals and different materials that are creating these colors and wicked changes of color, especially back there where we were just a little while ago. But you know, looking at something like this and going, you realize how much iron and these types of minerals are out here that, you know, we have yet to tap into. And it's just endless, seemingly endless. I mean, there's nothing's endless, but I mean, the land mass that we're dealing with, when you think about the size of a major city, I mean, you could fit dozens and dozens and, well, dozens of major cities. We don't have to have, and they don't have to be major cities, but just look at the size of the area that we've traversed so far. We need to descend and main 9,300 feet. Not me.
die. You can try to run from me, but you can never hide. Gonna take what I want from you, so give me what I need. Leave you on the side of the road, 'cause no one rides for free. I'm a wheeling, dealing, lying, cheating man. Best stay far from me if you can. Well, I'm mean and I'm ornery. I'm gonna leave you lonely. I'm a wheeling, dealing, lying, cheating man. I'm a wheeling, dealing, lying, cheating man. I'm a wheeling, dealing, lying, cheating man.
Crazy. Makes me think of Airwolf. Do you remember Airwolf? Their secret base. We're getting there. Want us to expedite. Okay, getting to our, turning on our waypoints here. Getting ready to come in for a landing at U64. Oh, I forgot to file my forgot to file the flight plan. A derp. .013. This is a good one. Not really country, but I like it. Whoop. This might just be the instrumental. Yeah, this is the Shut Your Mouth, I'm Singing song. Just the instrumental. Shut your mouth, I'm singing. Yeah. All right. Almost to our final turning point. Make a little bit of money and then plot something taking us into Colorado. Should make it home after that. Shouldn't take too long. Not sure what I want to do next week. Maybe get back, do some Airbus flying.
Are all of your secrets still safe with me? Or are you lying there talking cause another pillow? Sharing parts of your heart that belong to
Absolutely love this plane though. I've always said, in the real world, if I had the money, this would be it. I want one of these.
They say that it's best just to love and let go. And I know this ain't the right time.
You know what I haven't found? I don't tell you this.
But I need to know.
So, I've been looking at a lot of different camping type of outdoorsy stuff. And they do have these solar panels you can get now, and you can get generators and all kinds of things. I haven't found an electric tent yet. I don't know if I should be saying that. I should be going on Shark Tank. Right. For cold weather. I mean, you can have an electric generator, and you can get electric heaters. I mean, you can get propane heater. You can get all kinds of different types of portable heaters to heat up the inside of your tent. But like an electric blanket, right? They don't have any tents that are made out of... I mean, they do have industrial heating blankets for construction and other things. Some things require, like concrete needs to be stayed warm or whatever. So they have the ability to create... They have material. They have... So basically what I'm saying is they do have weatherproofed heated materials that you can, like electric blankets, right? But there are no tents like that. They don't have a tent that's made out of it's like, well, if you got a generator or a solar panels, flip it on, and that'll at least keep the or the flooring, because heat rises, yada yada yada. I've seen people go as far as putting a tent inside of a tent to try to stave off the cold now. So they'll get these shells. We're on our final turn now. Good. All right. What happened there? All right, so the runway's down to, so we want to be at 8,800 for the next waypoint. Touchdown zone is 6,970 feet. And on a course setting on 160. Oh, 163 is good. We're supposed to be at 162, but it's all right. There's 8-8. Plenty of time for the next waypoint. And from there, our final descent. I still don't really even see it. We haven't got, surprisingly, we haven't got our landing approval So something's off. If we don't get it here in a minute, I'll just cancel the IFR and call it in. Oh, I like this tune.
The Water Pocket Fold is a geologic landform that extends from southern Wayne through Garfield and ending in northern Kane counties of southern Utah, United States. The geologic structure is a south-southeast trending fold in which the east side is dropped relative to the west side. This monoclinal fold extends for nearly 100 miles in the semi-arid plateau of the central part of the state. The structure defines the Capitol Reef National Park in southern Utah. The feature can be observed in 3 scenic routes in the park. One route leads to a famous landmark known as the Golden Throne. The northern portion of the Water Pocket Fold lies north and east of the town of Fruita, 3 miles west and just southeast of the Utah State Route 24 crosses the fold east of Fruita, and Notum Road runs south through and runs parallel to the east side of the structure to its intersection with Utah State Route 276 just north of Lake Powell. The southern end of the structure extends to the Colorado River just southwest of Hall's Crossing.
I'm just going to cancel the IFR and call it in manually. We're pretty much on final. Come on. Now this is bugged. There we go. I like the ending of this because it talks about Colorado.
to forget the sight of her and you. Every night I wonder what might have been if I'd cast aside all my foolish pride. Every night
1970, yeah.
I could go out on the town, I could drink my sorrow down, but
All right, take it out of autopilot.
Around my trouble to stop me from thinking about you every night. I live with the memory of kissing you and missing you every night. Of kissing you and missing you every night. What are you gonna tell her this time? When you slip away tonight.
Transporter, almost done. Go to the parking.
When you start lying.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Keeps reminding me that this ain't right. What's she thinking when she calls you? And there's no answer. Once
You know what I forgot to do again? Yeah. My lights.
it makes me so blue. Wish I didn't love you. Wish that I could only be your friend. It's a liar's game when we have to worry. I don't know where to place the blame. We turn out the light, pretend that it's alright. There's no denying it's a liar's game.
Taking breaks. All right, we are here. Time to get paid.
Every night you make the same plan. You lie to her and come to me. When you start lying, there's no denying.
Transporter, disembarkation in progress. Stand by.
Set you free. It's a liar's game when we have to worry. I don't know where
All this time so far, since we've done our cross country, we've only caused 3% of wear and tear damage on the whole of the plane, and that's fantastic. Prior to doing the cross country, wasn't he just goofing off and screwed up really badly?
Transporter from dispatch. Another passenger mission completed. Thanks, and bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for flying Kin Airlines.
Ready for engine start.
So I had a couple of bad landings, and I crashed a couple of times. Just stupidity. And I caused myself over $100,000 in damages. So this is no problem at all, just to repair 3%. But watch, this is still going to be expensive. Yeah, 1,200. That's not bad. Not 71,000. And the engine's in great shape. Yep, the engine. Just tune that up a little bit. 1,400 for a tune-up. Okay. This economy, folks, it's crazy. Even in our games. All right, now let's find a job taking us into Colorado. We're right here now. And the winds, if we keep going up and then over, we're going to be kind of facing a headwind if the winds haven't changed. So the best option is to try to find something down in here, down along here, and then come up. But let's see what we got. See what we can get. No, see, that's exactly what I don't want to do. I don't want to go that way. That's a little bit better. So OC09, I'll keep my eye on that one. That's too far. Let's just go back and find that OC09 one. There's nothing there. The dirt field. Ah. No. Nope. I'm not really inclined to do that. Let's start at the bottom again. That other one that was going kind of that way. Another what? Dirt? What's going on, folks? Come on. Oh, actually, that is a strip. No, that's a road. That looks like an airport. Huh. I'm not so keen. How many? 7.
East of Tuthill, miles from Mobile, in a raging storm, tightly holding the wheel, stopping for a jukebox and lights down low, stuck inside a card game, nobody I know, a girl in the shadow.
Well, that's not so bad. Yeah, it does take us straight into that headwind, though. Where's it going? Delita? Alright, we'll take it. Passenger. Oh, there's Kate Tex. Yeah. Up. No, I think just there. Yeah, all right. $12,337.
Good day, pilot. We have a lot of excited passengers ready to board today.
Me
Let
too.
me know when you are ready for them.
Going home.
Pilot from dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by.
Right? How you folks doing today? Thanks for flying Kin Airways. Follower Friday. Follower Flight Friday. All right, we'll check our weights. So we get paid properly.
Looks like everyone is on board, pilot. Let's get out of here.
All right, we're right in the sweet spot. Just a little bit of a bonus, not too heavy. So we can now put that into fuel. Fuel is so expensive. $875. Folks. We've got to get this crap under control, man. But you're making 12,000. It doesn't matter. Right? I mean, that's not even a full tank. Keep us relatively light. Yeah, let's check the weather. These are 1-2. And the wind is calm, so it doesn't matter which way we take off. All right, let's come over here. We're at U64. We're going to Kank. All right, let's clear all this out. So from here, going this way, 10,900. $6,000. 10,400. Yikes, gets real tall over here, but we're not going that way. 14,500. 10,300 here. Yikes, does get 14.5 through here. 11.6. 14.7. $9.4. 10.8. The approach touchdown zone 7523 from Oskay to Namdi. Is the runway? Runway what? Eight. Let's leave it. Set it up this way. What was it? It was Oskay. Don't have it? They got Namdi? They got Namdi. All right. Okay, we can link it, that one on Duffel. All right, so now we can put in a couple of waypoints. DEYUC. Okay, then we're going to the VOR HBU. Then to Victor, we're on Victor 244 to Duffel. DUFEL. All right. Looks fine to me. All right, cleared for takeoff.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
And brakes. You really got to get this switched over to a different button or something. Probably get it from here. Yeah.
Pilot, have a nice flight.
Thank you much.
Always knew love could be more. Always wanted one love that was true. Then I found you. I knew right from the start. I felt it in my heart. You were all I was thinking of. I felt a burning love. There's a fire in my heart that burns so bright. Can you see the light in my eyes? There's a fire in my heart lighting up the night with a love that never dies. I knew love would start with a fire.
I knew love would start with a fire.
I knew love would start with a fire in my heart.
Okay. I changed my altitude.
Puzzle missing for so long.
So we're gonna, let's just go up to 15.
You belong. Building a love that feels so right. Keeping the
And we'll imagine we're turning on the oxygen.
fight. I knew right from
Be clear for everything.
I felt it in my heart.
Man, easy now.
Now you're all I'm thinking of. I feel a burning love. There's a fire in my heart that burns so bright. Can you see the light in my eyes? There's a fire in my heart lighting up the night with a love that never.
Got a tiger in the tank. Climbing, I'm a little worried about our speed. But computer says we're good to go. 73 knot climb. Man, already at 10,000 feet. So yeah, our imaginary oxygen's up here. It doesn't function. But there, now we got oxygen.
Warm breeze on a starry night. The sound of waves that kiss the shore. Curling up with a glass of wine.
We don't need to be that going. Might as well just let it go.
Memory of sunny days, the smiles that never went away. Yeah, I know this is paradise, but I don't want to stay. I thought the sun would do me good. I thought that I would get some rest. Lonely days and empty nights. Don't keep your chin up, girl. get stronger every day. I know this is paradise, but I don't want to stay. I thought the sun would do me good. I thought that I would get some rest. Lonely days and empty nights, but keep your chin up, girl, and do your best. There's no rest on distant shores, and I can't swim beneath the sea deep enough to drown your memory. There's no rest on distant shores, I can't swim beneath the sea deep enough to drown your memory.
And with that, we are nearing the top of the hour here in the Midwest. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Almost noon. Just shy of. All right, 15-2. Okay, so the plane's leveling out. Leave it until we're fully. Picked up enough speed.
It's 7 a.m. in the morning. I drank too much last night. Need a little Jack in my coffee to get me feeling right.
So the fuel flow is 524. Let's see what. Bring that down to. What I'm looking at is this right here.
The Paradox Basin is an asymmetric foreland basin located mostly in southeast Utah and southwest Colorado, but extending into northeast Arizona and northwest New Mexico. The basin is a large, elongate northwest to southeast oriented depression formed during the late Paleozoic era. The basin is bordered on the east by the tectonically uplifted Uncompahgre Plateau, on the northwest by the San Rafael Swell, and on the west by the Circle Cliffs uplift. Its areal size is around 33,000 square miles. The combined sedimentary strata of the Paradox Basin are more than 15,000 feet thick in some places. Unlike most Rocky Mountain basins, the Paradox Basin is an evaporite basin containing sediments from alternating cycles of deep marine and very shallow water. As a result of the thick salt sequences and the fact that salt is ductile at relatively low temperatures and pressures, salt tectonics play a major role in the post-Pennsylvanian structural deformation within the basin. Natural resources extracted from the basin include petroleum, uranium, copper, and potash. Much of the petroleum production in the basin has come from porous carbonate deposits, such as algal mounds, of Pennsylvanian age. Additional reservoir types include uplifted fault blocks and discontinuous clastic beds with both stratigraphic and structural traps. The principal productive horizons in the basin include the Mississippian age Leadville limestone, the Pennsylvanian age Hermosa Group, and the Permian age Cutler Formation. Discoveries in the Cane Creek Formation have resulted in new oil production in the Cane Creek Unit, near Moab, Utah.
So, without lowering our speed too much.
The Burro Canyon Formation is an early Cretaceous period sedimentary geologic formation found in western Colorado, the Shama Basin and eastern San Juan Basin of northern New Mexico, and in eastern Utah, U.S. The lithology of the Burro Canyon Formation is dominated by medium to fine-grained sandstone, much of which has rounded chert and quartz pebbles above scour surfaces. The Burro Canyon Formation was deposited in a braided stream system. The formation overlays the Morrison Formation, with the boundary placed at the first conglomeratic sandstone bed. It underlies the Dakota Formation, from which it is distinguished by the presence of green mudstone and the absence of carbonaceous material. It is similar to the Cedar Mountain Formation on the west side of the Colorado River, and the two formations have been interpreted as interfingering alluvial fans from separate source regions. The Jackpile member of the Morrison Formation may be its lateral equivalent. The formation was first named by W. L. Stokes and D. A. Phoenix in 1948 for exposures in Burro Canyon east of the Dolores River. Stokes concluded by 1952 that the formation is equivalent to the Cedar Mountain Formation, with which it is continuous near Dewey, Utah. Robert Fillmore considers the two formations to be distinct enough to warrant retaining the distinction in name, and puts the boundary along the Colorado River. E.R. Swift proposed the name Dead Man's Peak Formation for similar beds in the Shama Basin, but this was rejected by A.E. Saucier.
Well, whoever that was. Obviously, they had a lot of power. Nah, I don't like it. Nah, ain't gonna happen. I was saying I didn't want to get our speed down too low. I did want to reduce our fuel consumption. Trying to get this number down, and I can't. Everybody's like, well, you'll save more fuel if your RPMs are low, and by moving my propeller into a lower configuration, I don't see any change in the fuel flow. I don't know how that works, but I've never really noticed any change by lowering the RPMs. But that number doesn't change. It's all depending on your throttle. All this will do is potentially just drop the speed, but you know, we're up higher enough when we're in a cruise configuration. Shouldn't be too much of a strain. But I don't want to go any slower than this. But you can. I mean, if we were in no hurry whatsoever, you know, I might actually bring it down to like 110. You know, Cessna speeds. Let's try to see what we get.
make the clouds go on a holiday. With that easy
Cute.
smile you got away.
Thank you.
Turning every shade of gray to blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a DJ in the summer plays my favorite song. You got me rocking with that worn out t-shirt on. It fits you even better than your tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos. I don't like them.
When you want me, yeah. Boy, you know you're so damn beautiful. And that's the way you're making me feel all the time. Now how'd you get yourself so beautiful? It must be the way you make it real. You're keeping it fine all the time. Sipping something that your daddy taught you how to make.
It'd be great if we could get a strong. Well, actually, we are getting a strong tailwind. I was gonna say keeping our speed up while I'm able to pull the throttle back. A 23 knot wind, that's nice. So yeah, I keep pulling it back, but because of that tailwind, oh, that's lovely. That's perfect. So what do we get down to? We're down to 325 on the fuel flow. The wind is keeping our speed up. We're back up to 118. I'm just inching the throttle back every time I had it at 110. Still climbing 119. Going back on the throttle just bit by bit. Go down a little bit. I love you, wind. Get stronger. More winds. I thought we were like 307 a minute ago. Is that changing? $359. Back up to 119. $327. 314. .309. Starts climbing up, but I flip back a notch. .303. All right, I think now we're at diminishing returns. Let me put just one notch. I don't want to keep going down now below 110. All right, so we've got our fuel flow down to 309. So this should all help us conserve quite a bit of fuel. Normally I've been paying that much attention to it. You know, just letting it go at whatever, you know, over 120 knots, but we're close enough to it that why not? Let's play around with our fuel, see how much we can save. And this thing is not manually adjustable, it's just got set points, so I can't really adjust this any further. We're kind of in that sweet spot right at Wind is still behind us, but it's kind of a little over to our left. Ah, darn it. I don't want to put more power in. Didn't really want to go below 110, so a little bit more. One more point of power. Takes us up to 314 on the fuel flow. All right, that looks like that's where it's going to be. Colorado, home, here we come. said happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. I hope you're going to have a fantastic weekend, too. Hopefully we will. We're about ready for a change in music. Been doing country. What do we have here? We got alternative sounds today. I am stronger than I realize. Not really, no. Yep. Back up to 400. All right, we are in Colorado.
Tell me, where did you sleep last night?
I'm gonna run and grab a refill. Can I get you anything? I'll be right back. All right. We're back in Colorado and just inching our way back to Colorado Springs. Making a stop at the south and getting paid for another job. And then making our way back home. Can't believe we're already here. Namdi, we're supposed to be at no lower than 13.4. We want to go outside? All right. My cats. Oh, I like this one. I haven't used much fuel at all. All right, we're at 3.4. Throttle back in. All right. Our next descent after there will be to 12. We'll be doing this. We'll hit Namdi. We're intercepting it this way. All right, let's go ahead and begin our flight level change down to 12. Huh. Saucy. Yo, butt better be landing. Want Hank.
A paralyzing will won't let go. A death roll spiraling out of control. Now that I've been overcome, and how can I face the
I'm not sure which runway it is here then.
Imagine my will as I'm reaching the end.
Runway is A.
I'll break you, I'll take whatever I can.
15.
Now that I've been overcome, and how can I face the day alone? I cannot fall when I'm already down.
Holy crap, what happened to the plane? Oh no. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't put the throttle back in. Oh my gosh. I killed us. That's the way to do it Friday. On our descent down to 12,000 feet. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking up the runway information. And I forgot to put the throttle back in. By the time I noticed we were spiraling to our death. Well, son of a gun. It's basically all of our money. All the money that we just made this whole week. Gone. The only way I can cheat it is to... I don't think I can. To back up. Do a backup. Because I think this is now going to show... Well, so far, it hasn't registered a total crash. Oh, man. That's all it takes. 2 seconds of being distracted.
Hello, Captain. Nice to see you again.
Greetings from the tower. We have a number of passengers that need assistance to board.
Oh, you know
Please
what?
confirm you are ready to receive them.
No, I'm not. I need to go back. Unbelievable. I'm such a schmuck.
The passengers are ready to board. I hope you have plenty of room. It looks like they have gone crazy at the duty-free shop.
N- work right at all.
In the snow, we're driving. The heat is on your legs. The gifts we're wrapping all the way there. We know there'll be laughter.
I wonder why it started us in the air. That was really weird.
In the snow, we're driving all the way.
Yeah, it put us in the air.
Christmas Eve.
I know it's going to be a good day when my favorite pilot is working.
Your favorite pilot is an idiot and just killed us all.
Greetings from the tower. We have a number of passengers that need assistance to board. Please confirm you are ready to receive them.
Talk about all the things we
Pilot from dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by.
We have tricks up our sleeve that we can use here.
Transporter from dispatch. All passengers on board. You can ask for the clearance to take off.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
I'm still mad.
Pilot, have a nice flight.
Okay, we need 12,000. You gonna crash me again? Scene 4. Oh, not a good time, Chris. Call her back. They're not gonna, I don't know if they're gonna give us credit. Oh well, if they don't, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think it'll, I don't know if it's gonna give us credit now. But, you know, alright. It is what it is. Stuff happens. You know? Nope. It's not registering that we landed at Kank. So now it's going to cost us, but you're going to be transferred with jobs. Cancel the job. Engine's not running. Oh, well, I'll have to work that out after. Well, we're back in Colorado, and that's where we wanted to make it. And we're close enough to Colorado Springs now. We'd call it a day. So, everything was going smooth right till the end. It always is until it isn't. Oh, and then what? And then that thing was up on the screen the whole time, that Bushtalk Radio through the whole landing. Unbelievable. Of course. And now I'm not seeing the simulator at all in the screen. What the hell? What's going on? What's open? What's going on? Now I've lost all. Well, that's typical. Yeah, this week had been really good so far. Why it's not showing us the simulator now, I don't know. Something bugged. I don't know. There. And now it's back. Ads. All right, well. Craptola. But this is still showing that we haven't crashed, so we haven't lost all of our money. Didn't make any money. We lost out on that 12,000. But okay. Thanks for joining me today. You have a fantastic weekend. Next week, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Kind of itching to get back into the Airbus. Who knows? Maybe, but we'll do something else. We'll get out of the caravan for a while. So have a fantastic weekend. Thank you again for tuning in. God bless. Bye-bye.